Welcome to all dear students. In our subject of all hydraulics and pneumatics, we have to continue in our design of hydraulic circuit in a part 21. Today we have to study about the hydraulic press using unloading valve. In this continue of our hydraulic circuit design, we have to discuss and draw hydraulic press circuit using unloading valve. How it's work? Hydraulic press already most of students have to show that it used to punch the any metal sheet and emboss the design. However, which had the required for emboss the design in our metal plate. So we have to at this time using the press circuit, and this type of the press used for the punch any sheet metal bending, any embossed number or any embossed design we have to carry on the any metal sheet. At this time use the press circuit, and this type of the circuit required a maximum force on the press side. Today we have to study in this type of the circuit how press circuit is work. First we have to draw. Here I draw the one settle sheet metal, and one I have to draw as a punch machine. Here I have to draw one punch machine, and here I have to draw one tool. This will to emboss and that position at the sheet metal. So at this time what happened, we have to require maximum force on downward direction. Means that the piston and cylinder arrangement to move downward direction as a fast. Here required fast movement of piston, so that we have to give maximum speed at the movement of downward direction. Then after upward stroke, we have to start when the emboss are completed. The piston cylinder arrangement move in upward direction. That speed are required slow, because of at this time we have to not giving any work to a machine. So that this fast stroke is required as a extension stroke, and slow motion is required or retraction stroke in a press circuit. So let's we have to know how many components are required. First required is a HPP, hydraulic power pack. To operate the all hydraulic circuit require one 4x2 DCV direction controller. Then after require one unloading valve and one double acting cylinder for movement of reciprocating motion in a vertical direction due to the press we have to done into the sheet metal. Let's we have to start the draw hydraulic circuit. We have to start from the our bottom side of the circuit HPP, so that we have to first draw hydraulic circuit from HPP. Let's we have to draw one hydraulic tank. Then after required one hydraulic pump and motor set. So we have to draw hydraulic pump and hydraulic motor set. We have to interconnect that both hydraulic pump and hydraulic motor. Then after required one pressure control valve. So I have to draw one pressure control valve, specific type of pressure relief valve. It will be operated one side as a use of spring, so that user can set the pressure limit, and another side I give the one dotted line or bypass line of pressure control valve, so that it will be operated at the higher pressure and give the again safety during the higher pressure inside the hydraulic circuit. Then after require one 4x2 direction control valve. Let's go to draw one 4x2 direction control valve. Draw one 4x2 direction control valve. Give the two position. First position given as a parallelly in and parallelly out condition. Here draw parallelly in and parallelly out condition, and another side give cross in and cross out condition. Always remember that give the both side are operating condition for direction control valve. Here I give cam or follower operated direction control valve, and another side I give as a run by spring. Then after required one double acting cylinder. Let's we have to start to draw one double acting cylinder to operate an hydraulic press. Here I have to draw one double acting cylinder to operate hydraulic press. Here give one connecting rod. Then after at this point we have to give one punch holder and punch tool. So that I draw one here is a punch holder and one punch tool. So to draw one punch tool, this is the punch tool. Then after give the one platform circuit where you have to put sheet metal. Here I give one sheet metal. Is a sheet metal where we have to punch the machine. Give one platform to put sheet metal in these points. This is a platform. Or we can also say as a die holder or platform sheet metal punch and punch tool. Then after required one unloading valve. There are to attach one unloading valve. Let's we have to draw one unloading valve. Here I draw one unloading valve. Because of one unloading valve is required to operate the condition. Give one arrow direction to release the pressure. Give one side as a spring operated condition. Here is the complete drawing. Here one bypass line is also active to operate the unloading valve. Let's we have to start the connect the all component with hydraulic line. That you have to completed the drawing for the all hydraulic component. Let's we have to one missing is a one dark triangle for an hydraulic symbol that's known as a hydraulic pump. Let's pass a hydraulic oil. Let's you have to connect the all hydraulic component with the hydraulic line. First we have to connect here hydraulic pump and motor set to tank. So this line is connected to a hydraulic tank. Then after parallelly connect pressure control valve to hydraulic tank to pump and unloading valve. So here we have to connect three parallel connection. One is a hydraulic pump, pressure relief valve and unloading valve. We have to connect in a parallel connection. So we have to connect in a parallel connection. we have to connect these three components in a parallel direction. Always remember, for a press circuit, give hydraulic pump, motor set, pressure relief valve and unloading valve are connected in a parallel condition. Then after the oil pass from hydraulic line is connect when pass oil from pump to direction control valve. Here we have to attach this line into the direction control valve and a input side. Then after this oil pass from direction control valve to double acting cylinder. Here this oil pass from DCV to DAC and return oil from the DAC is enter into the DCV. Here this oil return into the direction control valve. Then after here the oil is returned from this point is enter into the tank. Here the space are very low, so we have to draw one short symbol for hydraulic tank. Whenever the space are very less to draw the hydraulic symbol, then we have to add the short symbol for an hydraulic tank and return from the unloading valve is directly drained into the hydraulic tank, so that the output from the unloading valve is enter into the hydraulic tank, and also pressure relief valve drain excess oil into the hydraulic tank. Then after this bypass line we have to connect with the output line. So here the excess oil removed from extension circuit is directly enter into the unloading valve. Let's we have to know the what is the circuit parameter are is there. This is a pressure relief valve. This is a hydraulic pump and motor set. This point is a unloading valve. This point is called as a 4x2 direction control valve. Here is a punching machine. Here is a punching tool and tool holder, and here is a bed or die holder or platform where we have to punch the sheet metal. Let's give the name for all the component part. Here is a give name as a P. Here output T. Here is a amp connection. A connection B connected to C and connected to D. Here is a punch holder, and punch tool. Here is a die holder or platform. Die holder. Then after this portion is called as a die. And here is a sheet metal. Give the arrow direction to complete. What is the function is there? Here is a punch holder. Here is a punch holder. This is a punch tool. That's a sheet metal. There is a die and there is a die holder. That's the all component part we have to show from hydraulic press circuit using unloading valve. Let's we have to know how it's work. For any types of the hydraulic press circuit required downward motion is very fast due to the high pressure is required and fast movement is give the hydraulic press because of you have to use as a punching circuit. Any sheet metal require emboss, cut or any bend require a very large force due to the is extension stroke. These large force are required in this circuit, so we have to put this pressure relief valve set up to high pressure limit. Because of the high pressure are generated and pressure relief valve are operated, there is the here is not force are generated, so that the here we give the higher pressure limit to operate the pressure relief valve. Let's we have to start how it works. When the oil is first passed from hydraulic pump to direction control valve at port P to A, where the oil is passed from A to C and enter into the top side of the cylinder. That stroke are called as a extended stroke. This stroke gives the fast movement of downward direction. At this time, the oil are passed from this way D and directly enter into the unloading valve and unloading valve to return into the tank. Because of here is a direction control valve is also operated to return, but here we have to give the direct connection from the unloading valve with bypass line. Here is a bypass line. So the oil is directly returned into the hydraulic tank without any restriction, and this punch is move fast and give the punch into the sheet metal. And here the pressure relief valve is set given as a high pressure limit. So at this time the back pressure are generated into the circuit and pressure relief valve are not operated because we give the higher pressure limit, and the higher force are give the downward direction, and this punch tool move into the downward direction. This punch tool move into the downward direction and punch into the sheet metal. This is first stroke extension stroke. Then after the return stroke. How return stroke are work? Whenever the movement of oil are changed from in a direction control valve from first position to second position. At this time, oil pass from the hydraulic pump to direction control valve and position are changed. When the oil pass into B point to D point means this position are active. This position are active so that the oil pass from P point to B point, and here the oil enter into D, and cylinder arrangement the piston move in a upward direction. At this time the oil move in a slow speed. The upward direction is very slow, and from the excess oil return from the C point to return and return this way and this way to the hydraulic tank. That's the return stroke. This is the hydraulic circuit for the hydraulic press using the unloading valve. First stroke is very important because of we have to require maximum force at this point, and that time the unloading valve are bypassed and excess oil return into the hydraulic tank at very fast. This is the complete drawing of hydraulic press circuit using unloading valve. Okay, thank you.